Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm still Theo.
And today we are doing our second Q&A. Right.
And all these questions are coming from all of our amazing patrons over on Patreon. But before we answer them, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. Lastly, we've got so much K-pop content over on Patreon from all the different groups you can imagine. We got concert performances, albums, variety shows, live performances, dance practices, funny moments, and so much more stuff is also over there. So if you want to check out all of that content and also support the channel and also, be able to ask us different questions in our Q&As, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way, again, to support the channel. Anyhow, everyone, let's do it. Starting with, do you have a bias in EXO? Ooh, that's a controversial yet good question. I would say, what's your opinion?
Well, before, when I was more into K-pop in like 2016, 17, 18, I feel like I really liked all of them, but I like Changel.
Changel?
The rapper. He was so funny. I saw some very funny clips from him. He's hilarious.
He is funny. We've been watching a lot of funny moments.
He's funny. So Changel, I will say.
I'm going to say Baekhyun. If I got to choose one, Baekhyun. I really like his voice. I like his solo work. Kai's great too. I mean, Kai's Kai. Kai's like legendary. Yeah. And like, the face of EXO and everything. Yeah. He's very cool, but I got to say Baekhyun if I got to choose one. I don't have anybody I dislike one bit.
No. I like all of them.
Who was it? Was it Dio or was it Changel or was it Baekhyun, wasn't it, that was receiving a call from some crazy Sesang?
Baekhyun.
That was like,
that real?
That was like leave who was it?
Sehun.
No, Sehun alone.
Leave Sehun alone. What?
They think that he's been like bothering Sehun.
I was like very confused.
It was some crazy person, man.
It was very weird.
Like, I don't know, they saw some clips or something and they thought that there was something going on, I guess. Yeah. They literally got Baekhyun's number and Baekhyun, like, he just sat down. You could hear him.
He didn't hang up, though.
No, you could just hear him, like, straight up, just like, he was probably like standing up first and he like sat down. When like...
You really must have a lot of time in your hands.
And he was like, what makes you think that? Why? You must really be bored.
You must be had a lot of time, man.
And then I think just went, you're crazy. Like, you're actually crazy.
Bye.
Anyways,
hang up.
I'm gonna hang up.
No, hang up to her.
That's a power move.
That's a power move.
Now hang up. Hang up.
I hope that audio is real. That was crazy.
Then it would be fire if that is actually real, which I hope it is. So yeah, Baekhyun's gonna be my bias in EXO.
True.
Also, I like that he was in a relationship with Tan.
True.
Because Tan is like one of my my favorite vocalists in all of K-pop, and of course I hope they're still secretly in a relationship. Are they or not? Who knows, man? K-pop is a they like to be pretty secretive for obvious reasons. Yes. Sadly, but I hope they're still in a relationship. And if nothing else, I like Baekhyun, man. He's cool.
For me right now, I like all of them. I cannot choose.
All right, but Changel because he's like funny.
Yeah, he's
there you go. There's the answer. Anyways, Dio is cool too. I like Dio.
All of them.
Yeah,
man.
Kai. Like, why?
Chen,
everybody. Of course. Chen, Lei. Yeah. Why not? I don't have any negative opinions on anyone in EXO. Seriously, vocal kings.
Seriously,
there you go. That's the answer. How long have you guys been together, and how'd you get to know each other? Instagram a billion years ago in 2019. I wanted to travel to Colombia. And I had like a YouTube channel where I was doing some different like sort of journalistic work and what have you. Yeah. And I started talking with Valentina. Then I came here in 2020 and the stuff...
February.
Yes. And then I just ended up having to stay here for a very long time. And I got to stay with Valentina. And we've literally been together ever since. Yeah, and now we're married. It's crazy. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Happily married. And now we also have a YouTube channel together, which is crazy, and Patreon and everything.
Cute.
So amazing
it has
stuff.
Worked out.
Yeah, and we both like love music and everything. So it's like it couldn't be better. We like entertainment. I've always done stuff with regards to music production and video production for a living. So being able to combine all these things, and you've always been a huge fan of K-pop, is just awesome.
It's awesome.
It is literally awesome. Couldn't be happier. Legit. Nonetheless, what else do we have? What are your favorite genres and concepts musically? Okay, I have like some of the most broad genre like interests.
Yeah, you do.
In the world. Like, if you want, I'll like just show like a photo of the songs I've liked or like downloaded on YouTube Music, and you can see for yourself, like some of it, because it's a lot of different stuff. But in general, I like European, like kind of folk inspired stuff. That's really cool, like a little bit of that medieval sort of sound. I love pop music, a lot of pop music, both within the K-pop industry. Obviously, I've become a huge K-pop fan.
Of course.
Like literally, I've become a huge K-pop fan, obviously, so I listen to a lot of K-pop now. And also some like pop from everywhere in the world.
Exactly.
Very international. Actually, I would say more than anything, I listen to a lot of music that isn't in English.
Yeah, that
Yes.
is not in English. True.
For sure.
Me personally, I hear a lot of English music, or like
That's right.
music in English.
More than me.
Yeah, I hear like rock, I hear pop,
Yeah.
K-pop, everything, man. TikTok, music that's been trending on TikTok, just anything that calls my attention.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially more electronic.
Literally everything from System of a Down to Justin Bieber and EXO and BTS.
Exactly,
and
everything.
Anything, man.
Anything. I like different stuff. I like music that you
80s.
hear in
Yeah.
Spanish from Spain.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to a bunch of like kind of essentially a mixture between like it has like some rap influences and flamenco influences
Yeah.
and pop influences from Spain. So it's not like Latino music, but literally like Spanish music,
Spanish.
European Spanish music. I've liked a lot of that. It's like
good.
it's really cool, unique, and it still has like some of its folkloric elements intact. Yet it still sounds very contemporary. So I've liked a lot of music like that. I think one of the artists I listened to the most in 2023 was a guy called Maka.
True.
From Spain, if you're
Yeah,
curious.
he's good.
Really cool. Some French hip hop and rap too. I listen to occasionally. I used to listen to it more, but sometimes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like some of it. Not a lot of Danish music, despite me being
No.
Danish. It's very
Yeah.
rare.
Oh, I like Spanish music, like from in Spanish, like
Yeah.
from Colombia, from Latin America, like pop.
Latin pop.
Latin pop, exactly.
Yeah, Juanes, stuff like
I
this.
like it. Which genre and concept would you love to see more from K-pop?
Okay, so this is a genre and rather a concept I've literally never seen within K-pop.
Okay.
Like this is a concept. I was actually thinking about it earlier during a performance. I was like, yo, what would be cool for this group to do, like as their next concept or whatever.
Okay.
Like this, listen to this one, right? Everyone in K-pop is always going for some sort of fancy concept, essentially, right? But what about this one here? Kind of more lower class chavvy sort of like style. You get me?
Okay.
Like with like track suits and a little bit tacky looking
I
and
get
things like this.
it.
This could be a crazy look.
Well,
You
I
get
feel
me?
like somebody has done it before. I feel like I've seen it somewhere.
I know there'll be someone who goes, you are commercializing the lower class
Yeah,
and the
of course.
socioeconomic positions and whatnot. And I don't think that you should be like, this concept should not be poverty in no way, but it should be trends that essentially throughout the lower class of some society. Like, trust me, dude, I come from a somewhat pretty, let's say, working class area myself. She can attest to it. She's visited in Denmark. There's a lot of people like that there, which is
Yeah.
why it's funny, right? Something like that would be a crazy concept.
But I feel like I've seen it before. I
Yeah?
don't know where. Maybe NCT.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
was
hip hop. Hip hop is not the same though,
No,
because
no,
that's
no.
specifically aiming towards the African American hip hop culture, and I was
No,
not
I know, I
referring to
know.
that. Just to be clear.
No, I know what you're
No.
referring. More like European.
Or in a Asian
Russian.
context, to Russian, European, or
That's
even an
true.
Asian context, if you go to lower, like working class, whatever the politically correct term for it is in 2024, those types of neighborhoods, even in Korea, you'll see a lot of people wearing different types of clothes.
That's
They're going for a
true.
bit of a more chavvy aesthetic, a lot of them.
That would be very fun.
I
if they
thought
do
that would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
For me, I would like to see a little bit more like crazy, like punk, like it's crazy songs.
Oh, like what Psychers has done.
Psychers, I have
Yeah.
rock, more rock.
Uh-huh.
Actually, more rock songs like I don't know, like this pop rock
Uh-huh.
kind of thing
Uh-huh.
that they go with this like amazing vocals.
Yeah.
That I would like to see that more, especially
That would be really cool.
in boy groups.
Or what about this one? 1950s with like suits and everything. A bit like
Oh.
kind of like Godfather aesthetic is something I'm thinking. Or more Americana 1950s as well.
True.
One of those two.
One of those.
Either the Godfather type of suit.
You're right. That would look cool.
Either that, also musically. Like a
Musically.
bunch of music that kind of sounds like those types of soundtracks. Or something 1950s American.
I get it.
Kind of like what Girls' Generation did in Lionheart.
Lionheart.
A little bit along those lines.
I get it.
But maybe a boy group. But a woman group could also work.
Yeah.
A girl group or a boy group, both could work. Now, here we got another question from Cinnamon Roll, who's got some great questions here. If you were able to join a K-pop group, which one would you join? Which one? You got to choose one.
No.
Seriously, are you ready to alienate all the other fan bases? Here we go. You got to choose one. You can't say two, you can't say three.
Can it be a boy group too?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I would like to join, I don't know, EXO?
You'd like to join EXO?
ATs.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like they all work too hard. I don't want to do it. I already worked too hard on this channel.
Okay, you got a point.
I feel like
you got a
they
point.
just put so much pressure. I don't.
But you get a lot of cool experiences, though. You do, and you get to be very creatively free. You love dancing. You get to dance a lot, develop your dance skills. Blackpink. A lot of money. You don't have to release a lot of songs.
Money. Exactly. I don't have to do much.
Great answer. She found the right answer there.
Blackpink?
For purely selfish reasons.
Actually, perfect.
Look, I'm not hating on Blackpink. I'm impressed that they managed to get this many fans, build this huge of a career over having a discography that actually isn't very big.
I'm jealous.
Seriously.
I'm joining Blackpink.
And now Lisa, she's been releasing a lot of music and like by herself. And that's hugely popular as well.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
exactly.
It's true.
Blackpink, 100%.
I don't blame you. For me, 80s. Because they're like kind of my age. They're like legit my age. You know what I mean? Like they're around between what, 26 and 23, 20, around there, right? So I'd say 80s. And Hypen has some absolute bangers too. But I feel like I kind of want to do 80s. Maybe also because they come from another label. And it's not because I have anything necessarily against Hypen in any way, shape, or form. They have some like great people, obviously, and a super cool, like some super cool concepts. I just feel like KQ Entertainment as this like underdog label, and maybe a little bit more do-it-yourselfish and like being, you know, on the rise and not being around that many other groups might just be like cool. I want to say ATEEZ probably.
I get it.
That could be really fun. Also, ATEEZ isn't like, it doesn't have that many members. True. You know what I mean? Some groups like NCT or 17, they got so many members. Yeah. So I feel like ATEEZ, I feel like that's like a sweet spot for me where I would personally join. True. And also I just really like a lot of their music I'm such a huge fan of, and they can do so many different concepts, and I just, they feel like, they seem like very cool guys. They are. I'd love to get drunk with Hongjung and Jungho. Be funny. Mingi-san, Junho, everybody, Songhwa.
Everyone join in.
Yeah, man. I'm all in. Let's do it. Okay, the next question is sort of like, there's several questions in one question. So let's just start with the first part. What tools are used to edit your videos? Our videos are edited in Premiere Pro, and the outro you see is edited in After Effects.
Yes.
Those are the two different software programs used to edit everything you see in our videos. The audio is actually dealt with within a program called Studio One, which is a software for recording vocals and also mixing and mastering music, creating music productions. So that's where that is all done within with using a lot of different professional audio editing plugins, which is why our audio hopefully sounds pretty crisp and clear.
It's crispy.
The next part of the question is, when do you usually record videos? We record videos every single Monday and Friday. That's right. And usually Tuesday, Wednesdays, like when we have breaks. That's like our breaks, because otherwise we're going to go crazy. Yeah. The rest of our time, we edit videos. It's a full-time job. Full-time. Seriously, we work on this all the time. This is a full-time job. Yes. It really is. You cannot get around that. It can be tough. Always looking on your computer, all of these things. But, that's life, and I could not have a better job. Exactly. I'm incredibly grateful for all the support we get. But it, of course, like, it's work. Like, you can't get around that. No, I love my work, but it is work. It's work. Definitely. Exactly. And with regards to when we edit them, I mean, we just try to get stuff done. Obviously, when it comes to Patreon, we have a specific timeline that we got to follow. A schedule, that's of course. But when it comes to YouTube, preferably so it fits with what also comes on Patreon. Exactly. But otherwise, just like when it makes sense. When it makes sense. Yeah, when it just makes sense. When the video is ready. That's literally it. Now, another question that's kind of related to it, also from Cinnamon Roll here. Seriously, great questions, by the way. Very good. Does it ever feel overwhelming to keep up with the schedule? Last 2 weeks, I wouldn't say so. But Valen, like a couple of weeks ago, just decided to like make the most insane schedule ever, where I think we ended up like recording 7 or 8 hours, like 7 hours in a row, 6 hours. So long. It was really, you did not know how much you'd really signed up for.
Yeah.
And after that, we had to edit a 1 hour video. It was apocalyptic.
Yeah, it was
seriously.
so bad.
My God. But I
Yeah.
feel like lately it's been much better.
But it is hard. I feel like the hardest days for us is recording days.
Sure. And being an independent, you know, you got to make your own work-life balance. And sometimes you can
Exactly.
kind of forget a little bit to take care of yourself.
But
But that's important, and I feel like we're getting a lot better at it.
Yes.
That's I feel like
We're
that's our
getting better.
answers. Yeah.
Exactly.
But usually no, it doesn't feel that overwhelming. It could be worse. I've had like jobs that were really tough before. Like I've done night shift in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, those were hard.
Woken up at like 4 a.m. to work in a supermarket. I've done all sorts of stuff on the like literally like on the street in the middle of like the Danish winter. This is nothing in comparison. So I wouldn't say that like on average it feels overwhelming, but on some recording days
It's hard.
if things might have like if we might have run into some issues technically,
Oh, yeah.
stuff like this, it
True.
can definitely get tough.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that would it
It can.
yeah, it can definitely get
But
tough.
hopefully not every day.
No, and I don't want to cry at all. I don't want to
Yeah.
complain. There are billions of people out there with way more overwhelming and tough lives. So
Exactly.
I'm just very grateful for my own life.
grateful.
And I'm very grateful for all of you guys' support and your interest, and that comes from the deepest bottom of my heart.
Exactly.
Thank you all so much. I am so happy, and I'm grateful every single day I wake up that I'm able to do this and that we are able to do something together. Me and my
Together.
wife. Wow, and something that we're both interested in. I
I know,
literally
right?
could not ask for a better thing to do with my time. Seriously.
True.
So big shout out to all of you.
Yes.
Okay, also from Cinnamon Roll, seriously, Cinnamon Roll, my God, shout out to you for just this video, basically. Which idol would you love to have as your child? Yo, that's a crazy question.
That's a crazy question.
I hadn't read it before I read it out for you.
Sonu from Enhypen.
Sonu is very cute.
She's cute.
Sonu is very cute.
That's my answer.
Okay. I'm getting Jungho. I'm getting, yeah, like he seems pretty easy.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't seem
he's
like he's
fun.
gonna like throw like a temper tantrum
Yeah,
or
no.
anything.
He seems more serious.
Yeah,
And he's like great singer.
definitely.
He will sing for you.
Oh yeah, like he's a great talented singer. He seems like not that big of a deal to like have as a child. Like you don't like have to spend that much time on him doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And
No, he's more like tamed.
exactly, I like that. And then maybe like Sun Juan from 17 because he just seems really fun, and I kind of see a little bit of myself in him. Like I
I
feel like
get
as a
it.
kid I was
He's
very
the-
energetic and
extroverted.
outgoing.
Exactly.
So
That's him for
I
sure.
see some of myself in him.
True.
Those are like 3 different options. For girls, I don't know actually. Personality-wise, it's a good question. Maybe, I mean, Taeyeon is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know that much about her, like, real, because we haven't watched, like, that much of a variety show with her.
A variety show.
Personality-wise. But a lot of
Exactly.
her music, she's always dealing with heartbreak and all these things. So maybe it wouldn't be that fun to be her parent if, like, she's, like, you know, has a lot of unhappy relationships and all these things. So I
I
would
get
say
it.
in that way, I maybe would choose another idol than her, even though she's an incredibly talented woman. I just,
I get
like, for
it,
my
I
own
get it.
selfish reasons,
I get
maybe
it.
I'd choose someone else.
I get
Literally.
it. What made you open a reaction channel?
Yes, Valen. What made you open it? Because she did. It was her that opened it.
Well, I like reactions. I used to watch a lot of reactions during the whole relationship thing, right?
Even before, man.
Even before,
Yeah.
I don't remember much, but I always like reactions, K-pop reactions, movie reactions, different stuff, trailer reactions.
Till this day, I still sometimes just catch her watching like reactions, like of movies and all sorts of things.
because now we're so busy.
She's like this. When I come over and look at what she's doing.
It's rare that I watch many nowadays because
Yeah.
we're so busy.
Yeah.
But I used to like it, and yeah, exactly. I told you that I wanted to open a reaction channel.
That's right.
But it's because you were so busy working, and I was busy studying in university.
That's right.
So we didn't keep up with anything. We were like
No, we
floated,
uploaded
like once
some
a month.
videos here and there. It was
Here
fun
and
enough.
there,
And some
yeah.
of them got views, some of them
Yeah.
didn't. But
We were
then
so busy that we stopped.
here in 2023, what essentially happened is that she wanted to do more reactions again, and I really wanted her to learn how to use like video editing softwares
edit.
and essentially all of this stuff because she'd been always studying, like she's educated as a teacher and what have you, but she didn't have that much work experience. So I was also like, it'd be good for you to just start doing your own thing, so you can also build some more experience. And you love reactions, so why don't you just get out
You
here?
were the one in like back in 2023. You were like, why don't you why don't we start doing it? And I was like, but I want to do it with you. I didn't want to do it alone.
That's true. I was like doing a lot of stuff on one of my own projects that sadly did not really work out, essentially. But I was telling her that she should start doing it, but she didn't want to do it without me.
No.
And now here
we are.
Here we are, literally.
And he taught me how to edit.
But it's like perfect for us because I love music. Both of my parents are musicians. I've always done music, and I love like talking and being an entertainer and stuff like this. Is always fun. And you're a very cute, charming girl as well. And I like our synergy. People always say that we have like a good synergy, and we're like this in real life too. Like this is not like a character we're playing. This is literally how we are. Always talk.
Exactly.
And we always talk really good. I feel like that's why we are actually in a relationship and why we've stayed in a relationship because we talk well together.
True. We're always talking.
No,
I don't know how we don't get bored.
We're yappers.
Yeah, we're literally yappers. He is the biggest yapper I know in my life.
Right, but it just worked out. Like, it just worked out. And then we also started our Patreon in late December. And we've also been overwhelmed with all of the support on there. So seriously, a giant shout out to all of you. It's amazing. We wouldn't be able to do this without all of our patrons. Big shout out to all of you. You are amazing. Like, literally, it is thanks to you guys that we're able to do this every single day. Amazing job. Seriously.
Okay, the last question by Cinnamon Roll. If you were to define your channel by a word, what would it be?
Ooh, okay. One word. Yeah, it'd be one word. One word. No filter. That's still 2 words.
Honest.
Honest.
Funny. Entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining.
Honestly, I want to say quality.
Ooh, me, entertaining and quality.
Yeah, I feel like we really put in a lot of effort. Like into our reactions, both in terms of the editing, the fact that like I have a lot of knowledge regarding music, and you have a lot of knowledge regarding K-pop and K-pop culture and what have you, and that combination. And I feel like that's honestly what I really want to give everybody is like quality, like something that's genuine. Maybe another word is genuine and quality. That's
genuine. Yeah, yes, you're right.
Because I feel like I always want to be 100% honest. Like I say things the way they are, and sometimes if you see where sometimes some commenters are like, oh, you said something that wasn't just wow, this video is amazing. You have actual critiques, or you notice things that maybe I don't like. How dare you? Well, dude, that's because I could just say wow, that's so good, amazing, blah 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 blah. Easily do that because I just want that 100% like rating. But like I don't know. I want to be honest with everyone. Like that's the most important part.
That's what we want to be.
And we have literally people like supporting us on Patreon and everything. So I want to be like honest to every single one. Like there's so many people who are supporting us. I don't want to be someone I'm not. I want to be totally real, and I want to tell you my actual genuine opinion because I don't want to do something for a living that ain't genuine. Like you got one life, presumably, and in that life, I want to be like as real and genuine as I can in what I do.
I agree.
Definitely.
That's what we do.
And good quality, high quality. It's always been really important for me throughout my whole professional life to deliver a high quality product for both clients and now also for my own channel. That's always mega important.
True.
So yeah, I feel like that's something, I know it sounds very self-congratulatory, but of course I believe in my own channel.
Exactly.
Like of course I believe in it. So yeah, that's it. Anyhow.
So now we're finally done with the Cinnamon Roll questions. A lot of questions. Thank you so much.
Seriously,
really.
They were great.
They were great. Now we're going with the next person, Beth LaRue. Ooh. Do you have any biases and or favorite dancers or vocalists in K-pop? Everyone we covered.
Definitely.
In Patreon and on YouTube we liked.
Well, obviously, we're not going to continue covering groups we are not passionate about and that doesn't really call our interest in general. If I just got to pick like one person in like all of K-pop that really stands out to me personally, okay, I'm not going to pick a soloist because like that's a soloist. That's almost cheating. Yeah. So Taeyeon, I can't pick her even though she's like the soloist we cover the most. She is like literally the soloist we cover the most. Just because of that, I can't pick her. You get me? Even though I think Taeyeon is obviously super cool. I want to say, oh my god, it's actually a really good question.
It is. It's hard. But generally really like Hong Young.
Person. Yeah, Hong Jung is very cool.
We really like him. He's like a very cool person. Jung Ho. Of course, everyone from ATEEZ is cool. Everyone.
Oh, Sonu.
Sonu from ENHYPEN really calls her attention. Yeah. He's like so cute. He's a good vocalist.
Sonu has become, it seems like, the most famous.
He's the funniest in 9 o'clock.
Person from ENHYPEN. Yeah, he is. Dude, it's like Sonu might seem really like shy, but the dude is hilarious. Like he actually legitimately is really fun. Both in 9 o'clock, he's got a great vocal, everything along these lines. So from ENHYPEN, Look, I think his song is great. Like, I love his song. He's got a good, great vocal as well. But probably from Enhypen, it's got to be Sonu. Like, that stands out the most to me.
Stands out to us.
And it seems like a lot of other people also, if you look at the comments of Enhypen, like, he's
True.
really developed his own fan base.
Yes, 100%.
For standing out so much.
Exactly. 'Cause he's
So
cute.
maybe we could say
I feel like I cannot choose favorite dancer or vocalist. Vocalist maybe for female.
Same.
Shijeon.
Oh,
from
Sion from- yeah,
Dreamcatcher.
true.
Taeyeon.
true,
And a male, Baekhyun.
true.
And then maybe Chen too from EXO.
Jungho has a cool voice.
John-ho from ATEEZ.
Mhm.
Exactly, his song from Enhypen.
But you just gotta pick one. I'm just
Shiny, Jeonhyun from Shiny.
I'm just picking Jungho. You know what? Like, if I have to
Okay,
pick one
okay.
person, Jungho, just because of how unique, like, he, like, just because of, like, the uniqueness he brings to ATEEZ. Like, there's, ATEEZ would not be the same without Jungho.
Okay.
Like, he's so unique within that group. He really stands
ATEEZ
out.
couldn't be the same without
No,
Jeonho.
I'm just gonna pick Jungho because he both brings, like, a funny personality. He brings something unique to the group, and he is a great singer. So I'm just gonna say Jungho. That's mine. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, now for meme or Mimi, I don't know. Top 5 favorite groups and soloists at the moment, and if you could work with any artist, who would it be?
Okay, I feel like we've already gone kind of over the
Yeah.
first one, so we're just going to jump over to the second part, which is if you could work with any artist, who would it be?
You're first. When me,
Dude.
I don't personally do music or anything
No,
like that.
but
It
you
has
still
to be
gotta
like
choose.
an interview
Oh,
or
okay.
something, right?
Okay,
I would like to interview, I don't know,
one artist.
one person only.
Yeah, one artist.
Hong
one
Young
artist.
from ATEEZ.
Hong Jong from ATEEZ, I totally agree. Yeah, because he's both a producer, he's got a lot of artistic vision within ATEEZ.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
He's
And
a
he just seems like a funny dude.
He's a funny dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. I get why.
You will choose that too, or what?
No, I wouldn't
Who-
choose that though.
Who would you choose?
Good
Work
question.
musically only.
Yeah, of course.
Producing all that.
You know what? It'd be fun. Woozy from 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a great pick.
Woozy from 17. He
Right,
seems
right,
like a
right.
really. He's got a great vocal, and he's also a producer, right? So I feel like we could produce, and he's like for real a producer.
Yeah,
Because some
yeah,
people kind of produce, but no, Woozy he really,
You really
produces
almost everything in
and
17.
he's very accomplished at it. So I would love to make like a song from scratch with Woozy where we both like sing and also are in on the production part.
That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yes.
That I feel like would just be mega cool. And in terms of interviewing, probably Hong Jung from ATEEZ as well. He is a
Cool.
funny dude, and I feel like he would come with some great answers when you ask like about the more artistic sides of things.
Nice.
Definitely.
Now,
Now-
lastly, the last question. Now, what are your favorite K-pop group or groups?
Like everything we're kind of covering.
Everything we're covering.
Yeah.
We are not covering anything we don't like.
No, if something
That's
doesn't
the
really
truth.
call our interest,
That's the
then
truth.
we're not gonna cover it. Like
Exactly.
not even like once. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Something like completely is just like not anything we like whatsoever is not gonna be on the channel. Like if we don't
Exactly.
have like good things to say.
Yeah.
And if something's just like it doesn't even have to be bad. If it just doesn't catch
It
our
doesn't
attention at all,
Catch your attention, exactly.
we're not gonna react to it.
Exactly.
And like actually though, the couple of times, like let's say Treasure actually. Treasure, okay, we just picked it. We just literally were just
Treasure
like
was random.
and we just got lucky.
We
But
got
that's
lucky.
rare that we just like
Exactly.
randomly pick a group
That we really liked.
and we really like it.
Exactly.
Sometimes we react to things and we don't react again, but it doesn't actually mean that we didn't like it. It's just
Yeah.
like we don't have time.
We don't have time.
I thought The
or
Boys
the
was
fandom
cool.
is not that big.
Yeah, sometimes
with us.
it's also just like a practicality thing.
Exactly.
We might like a certain group, but if that just doesn't have that big of a fandom, it doesn't get that many views, it doesn't really translate
Exactly.
into a lot of things in that way, then because, you know,
Yeah.
we only have that much time in a day,
Exactly.
we just gotta be a little bit more strategic about it.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
what
it
that
doesn't mean
is.
that we don't like them.
No, not
we
at all.
really hear
No,
them a
it is
lot,
what
but
it
it's
is.
just sadly that's the
Yeah,
case.
yeah, exactly. But that's it.
We are yet to find many groups. We know.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's just we don't have that much time.
There's only that much time in a day.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
We are already working. Like, this is a full-time job, so,
Yeah,
you know, it is
so
what it is.
much.
Yes. All right. Those were the questions.
Those were the questions.
I really liked them. They were
Yeah.
nice questions.
Good questions.
Very fun. So big shout out to all of the patrons over on Patreon who asked these questions. It was a pleasure, you know, kind of opening up a bit more.
Yeah, it's
Since
fun.
obviously, you know, we're always getting a lot of questions and people are really passionate about hearing our opinion. I mean, otherwise, why would they, like, watch our content?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, anyhow, everyone, thanks so much for watching the video. We really appreciate all of your support and all of your interest. And yeah, if nothing else, make sure to head on over to Patreon, check out all of our content over there. We got so much stuff over there from all the groups you can possibly imagine. And if nothing else, yeah, see you in the next one.
Bye bye, guys. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Take care.